Hello everyone, it is TooAwesome here with another video. But first, let me tell you about my sponsor for today. No one. But now that we got that out of the way, apology time. Yay, everyone's favorite time. I know I have said this in a previous video, but I really am sorry for being so inactive and not posting regularly. And I know you clicked on this video to see a Venom review, and I really am sorry for not posting this sooner. But I really just haven't had the time or the motivation to make this review. I know that some of you are disappointed and sad that I have not posted this review right as I saw the movie, which was about 3 weeks ago. But if you have been following my Instagram page, link in the description, and have been keeping up with my videos, then you would know that I have been really busy with tons of schoolwork and applications. But enough of me talking, and let's just get right into this video. So, Venom was a film? Okay, fine. It actually wasn't that bad. And I mostly found myself enjoying the film. Yeah, I know it wasn't a Ragnarok or Infinity War, but I wouldn't say it was a total waste of time either. Okay, I'm being pretty mean to this film. But seriously, it wasn't that bad. And to be honest, I quite enjoyed the film. This movie had a lot of issues though. First of all, the first 20 minutes or so did not need to be in the movie. Seriously, think about it. If we didn't have the first 20 minutes, what would we lose? Just a boring cleanup scene of a spaceship. And I know you're already scrolling down to the comments about to say, well, if we cut out the first 20 minutes, then we wouldn't have the setups for Riot. And yes, that is true, but in my opinion, Riot really didn't need to be in this movie. But we'll get to that later. Overall, if you cut out the first 20 minutes of this movie, the only thing you would get is a shorter movie. Next is the writing and story. And to be honest, the writing and dialogue could be pretty bad at times. But probably my least favorite part of the movie was the villain, or villains. It's actually kind of a mess if you think about it. You have this super rich man who owns a company that makes rockets and maybe does something else. I don't really know because the movie isn't really specific about it. That also brings me into my next point, the final act. Now, in this movie, the final act sucked. I barely enjoyed it. I didn't like the CGI, I didn't like Drake or Riot, and I thought that the last scene taking place at night really took a lot away from the experience because it was very easy to get distracted because both of the symbiotes were of darker colors and it didn't really blend well with the dark sky. Also, another big problem I had was with Venom surviving. I mean, if Riot died, someone in the movie made a big deal about being stronger than Venom, dies while Venom doesn't, feels like plot convenience and a cheap way to write a happy ending while still killing the villain. But I have to admit, with all this movie's flaws, I still liked it. And that probably really lends itself to the Eddie Brock and Venom dialogue. Basically, all of my favorite scenes in this movie come from the two of them. I love how Eddie struggles to get on the same page with Venom at the beginning, but when Venom saves him time and time again, Eddie starts to realize how cool Venom really is, and really starts to embrace the character. Which is when we get even more cool scenes with the two of them. And Venom really is a funny character. I really don't know how they did it, but they made Venom a really enjoyable and fun character. And the performance by Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock was really good. But overall, the Eddie-Venom dynamic in this movie is great, and I really wish it was in a better movie with a better story and villain. Now, I see this coming up a lot on a lot of different reviews, and to be honest, I don't fully agree. The statement is that this movie doesn't really keep up with a consistent tone, which yes, that is true, but I don't think it really hurts the movie. It just brought such a new and odd personality to the table that it made the movie something new and pretty refreshing. Now, my last and final critique with this movie is the side characters. Most, if not all of them, were uninteresting and did little to nothing in the plot. And especially Eddie Brock's girlfriend, I just really didn't understand her character. She had no chemistry with Tom Hardy, and almost all of her scenes were boring and made no sense. Because when she first finds out about Venom, she was super scared and like super nervous, like a normal human being. But then like 10 minutes later, she's totally fine with him and makes friends with Venom even though they had no character development with each other. But overall, this movie had a lot of flaws. I mean, a lot. But somehow I still liked it and enjoyed the movie. Venom gets a 7.5 out of 10. Also, one last and final note. No, Venom did not need to be rated R. I think it was perfectly fine the way it was. And yeah, it was kinda odd when they would immediately cut away from Venom biting someone's head off. But seriously, I don't really think I need that extra stuff. And even if it was in the movie, I really don't think it would make a large difference. But that was the Venom review. If you haven't already, make sure to check out my Instagram page for updates and polls. The link is in the description below. But make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and apparently I have to tell you to hit a bell icon as well. But, do what you please. But as always, stay awesome. Too awesome. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back.